Hi guys, I'm doing a quick video here. This is Eileen here, and I am just thought I would share with you guys a little bit of my process for this ATC right here. And here it is. So, oh, can't see, can you? Sorry, moving right along here. This is the ATC I'm working. I'm just doing kind of like duplicates on it or whatever. Well, I'm doing four. I would like to keep one for now and then give the others away. So to the swap I have. Now the swap is in Australia, and this particular one. And the theme this month was to make something with the beginning of your name. So something had to be from the beginning letter of your name in the ATC card. And also the challenge was to have a pocket incorporated into the project. So I was thinking, and what could I come up with my eye? So I thought an icon, and rather than a religious icon, because usually icons are a religious artist piece, I used a monarchy. It's kind of what's that word I'm looking for? Not the real actual person, but just in general the royalty and queen, right? So here's the crown. There's a queen from the card. And icon. So and the pocket I incorporated behind her, and I don't know if you can see it, and it's made out of vellum. And so I thought I would show you the process of what I was doing. I made this ATC yesterday, and this was like the first one, and I made these backgrounds a while ago and decided to use them. I'm using coffee bean brown paint on this icon word right now. Anyway, and so I want to share a little bit what I was doing. So here is the card itself. The card, what I did before was on cardstock I put paper napkin of a tree with a blossom. This is the separated back piece of the white, which I embossed and I painted gold. And I also have stamp on here. And I also put ink, Copic black ink all the way, Copic I think, black ink all the way around. So then it was prepared for use. The glue I used this time, I bought another glue. I do have my normal regular Mod Podge, but I decided to try this. It was on sale. Matte decoupage from Aileen's. So I thought I'd give that a try, and it worked pretty good, so I like it. I still used for the backing of this one, when I put another back on there, which was cream as well, I still use the matte medium because I just love the way it doesn't curl the card and stuff like that. And then I put my strip of information down there, and then I'll put the theme and all that kind of stuff into whom. So I've made the paper molds, like toilet paper molds, with my new cake decorating mold I got at the PM Hobby Shop here in Calgary. That's the packaging I got it in. And that was a $15 mold, so I was like, really liked it, and it's a lot of money, but I'm like, I really like it. So I thought I could use a lot for this and art journaling and stuff like that. So I thought it was worth it. And so I cut out the queen out of the card. I glued it back there with my handy dandy little glue. And then I put the jewelry gel pendant from Aileen's. I just happened to see that product there, and I do like all the products that they make. So and I make a nice glaze over top, which worked really well. I also did the paper mold of the crown from this mold here. Oops, there it is. So that's that. I also used my black Copic marker. I did use some of this gold, and I used another gold to go around the edge of this. This gold I used to go over top of here a little bit, as well as the paint. And I also used a little bit of copper, which is right here, for my crown, and a little bit of silver. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of silver on this side, like as if the light was shining on the crown this way, and there's a little bit on the upper part of the crown here. There's a little bit of copper. So I don't know how well you can see, if you can see it or not in this lighting. So now I'm just going to put the gold on here. And where did I put my... dropped my baby wipe. So I'm just going to put the gold over top. It's almost dry. I actually, here's one of the things I do. I think I might have told you guys this before. I'm using this just to keep tidy in between, so I don't have to keep wiping. Sticky note when I'm doing like a lot of things and I don't want to be bothered. So I have this old tape roll. That way I'm tired of things flying off of my desk, and I'm getting really, really frustrated with that. So they can move around a bit in there if I'm high enough so I'm not flipping them all over. And then they're dry. And then, because that just gets frustrating when you're picking pieces off the ground. It happened to me so many times. And then when you're got paint on it and you're trying to use your pointer tool to hold it down, and then it's starting to stick to the item when you're heating it up, that's just like headaches that I don't need. So, and to make my production faster for me, so because I'm always having different ideas, I don't want to be stuck on one project too long. I think of things to kind of move along. So now I'm just putting the gold on top of the cocoa brown, and I just like the hint of the brown in behind, because this is kind of, you can kind of see through a little bit, right? The gold, it's not like, if you were trying to use the gold to cover something, it would never cover over like writing, or, you know, it's just a kind of like, it's just, yeah, you can see through any kind of item that you're doing it on, so it's good as a highlighter or this kind of a thing. So once again, I'm using little pieces, so I just shake it up and get some gold on my cap, or brown on my cap, or whatever color you know, when you're doing little small pieces, it works. So then once again I do this. I mean, I don't want it to be flipping around in there, but I mean, if it's going to run, it's going to only run in here, not on my floor and get something fur stuck to it, like carpet fuzz or whatever. So once again, oops, sticky. See, that's what happens with my tools all the time, and it drives me nuts. So, and that's what I decided to do, and it works well for me. So now, you know what, I noticed I'm missing the inside of that C. And I just thought, you know, I want to kind of do this along with you guys. I don't do any live shows or anything. I don't even know if I had time to do that kind of a thing. And the way I work, it takes me forever to do a project, so there's so many layers that you guys would be bored to death, I think. So that's one reason there that I don't do a live show. You guys would be like, get me out of here. Yeah, because I'm using my finger, I'm going to do a drop on here, because I can't get my nails in there. Oh, look at that. So I just, a little bit of black, just like I don't have that buff stuff, and I'm going to make some, but a few people have, but I'm going to use that for now because it doesn't bother me at all. So using just a bit of paint and kind of dry rubbing it on there doesn't bug me at all. So I probably put way too much. I should have just did a little teeny drop, but it's done. It's already dry. It was just like a rub. And then, again, I'm going to put my gold on top. And a little black's going to show through. And this is how I paint my steampunk pieces, my toilet paper steampunk pieces. I think they're cute this way. Now for the crown, I just used the gold. Actually, I'm putting it away and I shouldn't be. And I just used the gold on the crown itself. I hope you guys can see that. Am I right? See, I should be working more in the middle. And what I did with the other one here is I tried to put crackle paint stuff on there and it didn't crackle. And I'm not really sure why, if it was just too small of an embellishment to do the crackle look. I can't see no crackles. I did put a layer crackle on there and then the gold to see, like I wanted the white to crackle through, but it didn't work on there. But it still covered, the gold covered really, really well. See, I'm usually doing, see, that's why I got this paper here. And I didn't use it this time. The gold covers it really well still, so it was okay for the way it turned out for me. I'm going to go a little close on the crown because I want some bubbling action. The metallics are really good for that. Can you see how, I don't know if you can see how it bubbled. And that's the look I'm going for, is the more rustic look right there, or whatever you would call that. Now I don't know if you can see anything. I wish my camera can go a little bit further down. This is that piece. And I don't know if you can see it. In between the little legs there, there's a little light. My shadow from my other ones is, yeah. Great, huh? So I do a little bit of the copper on the upper part of the crown. Right here. I don't know if I could do it with it being... just to make it a little bit different than the letters. If you notice, I didn't put the brown in the back, so it's not so dark and it's kind of lighter. And I thought the copper looked really cool on there. And then I put the silver just on the one side. Oops, this is my silver gel pen. No, not what I was looking for. I don't know, where's my... I don't know if I have a... Okay, so the silver kind of just like on one side, just so it looks kind of like the light coming in or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but it looks really nice. When I'm sitting right here, I don't know how it looks for you guys. Like I said, I really wish my camera would come down a little bit more for you. It doesn't. But, so I have my backing, and like I said, this is my napkin, my girl, my crown, and my pocket. So I kind of figure out how I'm going to have them on here. My icon, word, and I'm pretty much going to be making them probably close to the same. They're not all going to the same person, so they are going to the same group, but a bunch of people are going to be choosing or getting them or something. I don't know how that works with them, how if they choose or what, but that is what it's going to look like. So then I have my clear glue, which is here, and this is the kind I use for my pocket, my vellum pocket. So I put some of that on here first of all, and I put some down here on the bottom part of the pocket where the icon is going to go, the word. I'm not too worried about it coming through because the more, particularly in this project, the more I have on here, if you can see the vellum, for some normal projects, I don't want it to look like you can see the glue. But for this particular project, it's okay because it shows more of the project, like the work behind it. So I use my toothpick to hold that down. I'm going to put some glue here, some glue here.
Go get the oven ready for this one.
Shh. And then I'm going to glue my girl on. There's Kira slamming my door. Here's this glue, and this is great glue. My queen. And make sure there's room for my crown. I kind of like my crown a bit up, so I'm going to tilt that a bit. Oh, that's the wrong glue. Oh, it's okay. I don't want this glue on here. I'm going to rub it off. There. It all worked out. So now I'm going to put my word on the bottom. And my C. Close the door, please, Cora.
My eyes burn.
You have to leave now, please, and thank you.
Can I go under the blanket?
Nope.
My eyes burn.
And there. Oops. Oh, my spelling. My spelling. Okay. You guys must notice that I have the horriblest spelling ever. And a lot of it is just that I think faster than I write. And then all of a sudden it's like on there and I'm like, oh, correction. Or sometimes I won't even notice. And also my phone sometimes has a mind of its own. Because everything is written mostly on my phone. So I just got my crown to glue. And I don't want him too high or her too high up. So now I have my word on. I have my paper scissors. Oh my goodness, where did they go? Right here. Right here. I clip that off. I got some glue for my fingers on there. Now I want the crown on there, but it's still a little higher than I want. See, you got a little play to move it. Just a little play to move it. Now I'm going to glue my crown down. And this is how I made this card. So, oops. And I'm going to turn her down a bit more. And this is how I made this card. So I like to grab, I have Q-tips on hand here, and just fixing up the glue. I'm totally messy in this card because I'm going quickly. Now if you notice the edges here, like I said, it's really perfect the way the glue is making it, the background show through, the art in the background show through more. Love that. And that I'm doing purposely. I don't want to do it through the whole thing, but I'm doing it purposely like that to to have it just show up in little pieces. I love that. So then I grab a little bit of this. I'm going on my frame. Like I said earlier, I like to buff it on a little bit like the paint. Rub it, and that's that. And then, yeah, this is the Sharpie I used to go just on the edges, inside edges mostly, like right in here, just to make it show the details show up a bit. It grabs the details and it's nice. It's really cute. I grab my black Copic marker. I do my edges again. And then I grab my gold pad, ink pad, which I'm going to rub around the edges once more, but I'm going to quickly make sure that the black is dry. You don't want any black coming off. So then I grab this, and this is my $1.50 find at Michael's. And this is the first time I used it. And it just lightens up that black so it's not such a harsh black. And I like that. And what I did with my gold gel, what's this called? Gel pen. It is a gel pen. I like to go on the outer edge of the pocket, and that's what I did with the first one. Just a little bit. It wasn't even having to be a solid line. It's kind of like sketching. Just to catch that pocket a bit. And then there's another card done. Voila! So my second one is done now. There's my first one and my second one. I might do a little more highlighting of the gold. And the one thing I did not do, I just realized, is my spray. So I'm going to put this paper here so I don't get my ink on my person. And I'm just going to do a bit of a sprit perfection like that. Just to age the pocket a little bit. And then it's done. This next card is done. And that is my next card. And now all I have to do is add the back. And I actually usually should be doing that before I put all the stuff on, but I got all excited to show you guys how I put it all on, and some of you probably want to see part of that. It's not all of it, but I hope you guys liked it. Thank you. Bye.